Hello, thank you for being in a new video. This time let me tell you what I liked most and least about the Nothing Phone 2A after having tried it, in case you are considering buying it. So, as always, let me tell you, don't buy the Nothing Phone 2A Plus without watching this video. Let's consider its launch price, which in Mexico has been 9,499 pesos. On the screen you see the reference price in dollars, but remember that the prices here are not the same as there. I also remind you that the full video review is available in case you want to know it in more depth, as this will be a brief summary of what I liked the most and the least. Let's start with the best. The device has 256 GB of storage with 12 GB of RAM. This is excellent news at the level of what other devices offer in the high end. This device has symmetrical bezels that make it look very professional or very well crafted. A small detail that I love is that the camera preview looks well optimized in terms of dynamic range, even in the front camera, something that very few devices have Android can boast. So from before taking the picture, it already looks great through the viewfinder. In fact, the front camera gives excellent results in all the tests I did. The coloring is very nice. You'll also notice that the ultra-wide camera records with very good quality, something unusual in this. It has a very good price range, even highlighting in good quality at night. You are also going to notice that all cameras, including the front camera, record in 4K, or you can also choose Full HD at 60 frames per second. Another thing that few devices can boast in the price range, and the video recording quality really is very good. Especially in backlighting, it becomes quite outstanding for the price range in which it competes. But I must also highlight as one of its strongest points the recording quality with the front camera. It is something that few devices can boast, but in this case shows good stabilization, good behavior against backlight. Good coloration, in general it is very good. It also offers custom widgets for nothing with a very peculiar style, although this can also become unattractive depending on the taste of each person. The glyph interface it has through the lights on the back cover are well utilized. You can sync it to the beat of the music, it can show you the charging progress, among other things. The charging speed is good, as with only 15 minutes it recovered 40% in the test I did, and the full charge finished it in 53 minutes. Battery life is also slightly above what other devices in the price range offer, and has options such as charging and charging lock. It's smart to take care that the battery doesn't deteriorate so fast. If you like to play Call of Duty, know that this device will give us available the Ultra rate, something that is rare in the price range. And in general for gaming it performs very well, especially because it controls its temperature very well and maintains good performance. But now let me tell you what I didn't like. The frames and back cover of this device are made of plastic, so it doesn't give a feel in the hand, so premium like some other cell phones. In the audio experience, you will not find equalization or any other additional software that allows you to improve and adapt the sound your way. The zoom is quite disappointing, at least when I tested it. It does not seem to take good advantage of the high-resolution sensor that integrates, and video zoom is even worse. You will notice that it will not take advantage of a good level of detail. The one-handed use mode only downloads all content, but does not allow you to reach the contents of the sites and offers few security options, although at least it does integrate application lock. But there are other devices that offer you many more options. The charger is not included in the box, so it can be a bit tricky to find the original charger. Fortunately, it is compatible with the standard power delivery, so in the description I leave you a link. I will show you some of the charger I use, just in case you were looking for it. And lastly, the Dimensity 7350 Pro MediaTek processor doesn't seem to be very well optimized. The device took a long time to open applications. In my test to export video, it also behaved quite slow. So if performance was one of your priorities, it seems that this device comes to disappoint in this aspect. But if you already bought it, let me know your experience in the comments. For the moment, we have reached the end of this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, you can tell me, and see you next time.